All right, let's work through your study guide, target 7.1. Identify the mole ratio between two elements or compounds in a reaction. So when I'm talking about the mole ratio, I'm referring to the coefficients, and the coefficients are the numbers in front of the compounds or elements in a balanced chemical equation. If you don't see a coefficient in front of an element or a compound, it's as if there's an imaginary 1 there. So what do the coefficients in a chemical equation represent? Well, they represent the relative number of moles of the reactants and products. So if I ask you a question that says, what is the mole ratio between two numbers? I'm asking you to just compare the coefficients. So the ratio between carbon dioxide and water, there are 12 CO2 for every 10 H2O. Water and oxygen, there are 10 water for every 1 oxygen. Finally, carbon dioxide and nitrogen, there are 12 carbon dioxide for every 6 nitrogen. So using those coefficients in the reaction above, what conversion factor should be used to convert from moles of C3H5NO3? So this is what I'm given or what I'm getting rid of. Two moles of H2O. This is what I want. And the question is just asking you, well, what conversion factor should you use? So if I were to set up a railroad and I gave you some number, some X number of moles of C3H5NO3, then what conversion would I use? Well, if I'm getting rid of the C3H5NO3, I would put a 4 on the bottom. And if I want to convert 2 moles of water, I would put the 10 moles of water on the top. So these two numbers, the 10 and the 4, that's my mole ratio. That's the conversion factor I would use to get rid of C3H5NO3 and turn it into H2O.